Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've had a pretty crazy few days here, so we've got a lot of stuff to get caught up on. If you hang on till after the break, we'll get you caught up. Alright guys, like I said, we've got a few things to get caught up on, and one of the first things is going to be our drawing for the Lodge cast iron giveaway we were having that ended on the 18th. We shut the drawing down at noon Eastern time on the 18th like we said we would, and we drew the names, and I've got a short clip of that I'm going to play here for you in a minute in case any of y'all just want to see the drawing, but we lost the audio to it, but we've still got the video so you guys can watch that. But congratulations to our winners. I'm going to put their names up here in just a second, and then we'll get on and we'll find something else to get into. So let me throw that footage up here. Y'all get a look at that, and then we'll move on. Thank you to everyone who participated in the drawing. Alright guys, congratulations to our winner. That's Jody Shappington. Now we've already been in contact with Jody and her prize is on the way. And congratulations to Brian Ogren. We've got his prize on his way, and to Superlafish Farmstead. I think I said that right. But it's a big fancy word. So we've got your prize on the way out too. We sent a cast iron to everyone. So our first place winner won the 5-piece set. Second place won the 9-quart Dutch oven. And we sent one of the Wildlife Series, I believe the deer, to our third place winner. So congratulations guys, your prizes are already shipped. I already have the shipping confirmations for them. Thank you for getting your information to me. But and to the rest of you, I'm sorry for the delay announcing the winners, but we did draw them on time and we did notify our winners, so everything's still square. Let's get out here and we'll find something to do on the homestead and see if we can make a video out of this. Alright guys, we're just going to go ahead and put these guys on camera now because it's obvious I'm not going to be able to make the rest of this video without you hearing them. So these are our blue lace red Wyandottes. They like to interfere with our videotaping, so we're just going to go ahead and make them the stars of the first few seconds here, and then we're going to get on and find something else to do. Y'all gonna let me tape? I got things to do. Alright guys, this early in the season, there's only a couple things we can really be working on. We've got our garlic here, it's coming up. We're excited about that, but we planted that last fall. This spring we've got our peas in. I don't believe the peas are up yet. We'll go over here on the other side of the arch. Another bed of peas here. They'll be up here shortly, but they'll come up on these wire hoops here, and we'll get us a little pea crop here while the weather's still cool. But as you can see, we've been busy. These beds are about 10 foot long, 120 inches. So in here, they believe we counted, there's 11 onions to a row, and I believe 59 rows. So that was 649 onions, and we stuck one in for good measure. So what you're looking at here is 650 onions. Now these are what we call our snacker beds, or just our onion beds, but we call them a snacker bed because what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll eat every other onion and every other row. As the season progresses, we'll use them for cooking and for snacking on and just general onion use. But what that'll do is it'll leave every other onion in every other row so that the ones at the end of the season will be the biggest. And then you'll see us harvest those like you have in our previous onion videos. So I believe you've seen Tina and Clifford come out here and pull out the last of the big ones. So that's what we're going to do. But in a small bed like this, or a small couple of beds like this, we've got 650 onions. But that wasn't all the onions we had. We actually had well over 1,000. I'm going to show you how we use those. All right, guys, we're over here in the main garden, and here's the rest of the onions. And what we're going to tell you is this started out as 30 bundles of onions, and what we did with the snacker beds, the 650 over there, were the 650 largest starts in the bundles. So, and then we went through here, over here in the main garden. These are all the medium-sized starts, and we put them over here and planted them the same way. Now I've got some photos of planting the snacker bed, so I'm going to go ahead and include those here after the clip, but we'll show you how we do that. In fact, let's break away right now, and I'll show you the first shots you're going to see are just preparing the beds with our super soil mix. If you haven't seen that, it's in our gardening playlist, but we're going to prepare the bed with the super soil mix, and then we're going to dress it down with bone meal. All right, guys, we'll jump back in here. We're still over here at the main garden, but I wanted to show you, just like the snacker bed you see, you can still see the bone meal on top of the row here that we didn't have enough starts to finish. We went ahead and packed these starts in here pretty tight, and just turned that bone meal right into the surface and got them planted. Now, later on, onions are a big feeder, so you'll want to feed them a balanced meal every couple of weeks. You give them some 10-10-10, take it easy with it. But just keep an eye on the tips of your onions. If you see them drying out or you see some browning, you're probably overdoing it on the nitrogen. But they're heavy feeders, but right now they need to establish roots, and that is the job of phosphorus, which is the center number in your fertilizer. So when you look for a fertilizer, you're looking for a fertilizer with a higher center number. But that phosphorus will help them establish their roots. It's good for almost any root crop. But they'll get their roots down, and then we can worry about them turning into heavy feeders, and we'll feed them a more balanced diet. But when you first prepare your onion beds, best thing you can do, one of the highest phosphorus things we can put on the garden that won't burn the plants up, is bone meal. So we dusted the beds down with bone meal, got our starts in, got them watered in, and we'll go over here. We'll show you what we do. Now, we've used the largest starts in the snacker bed. These are the medium starts. I'll show you what we do with the small ones. All right, guys, we're over here at the turtle pond, which is actually just our old bridge that used to be across the creek. Bridge washed out. We got a whole video on that. It's one of our older slideshow videos, but this bridge washed out, washed a few hundred yards downstream. We went down and punched a hole in it, threw a chain through it, drug it back here in the yard, and it sat here for a year or two, and then Tina took the paint to it, and it's become a planter ever since. And every year it gets a fresh coat of paint and cleaned up. It hasn't been cleaned up yet for this year, so don't be too judgmental. But we did throw our smallest onion sets in here. They're in little bundles of 3 or 4, and around her perennials. She's plugged some in around the bottom too. But those little groups here, those will grow up into bunching onions, and we'll just come out here with scissors, mow those off, and we'll have those for fresh chives for cooking with. So we've made use of all of them. We can scan right back over here. We'll say hello to the Amani chickens, the all black chickens, and straight over there so you get some perspective of where you are. So right over there is the onion beds. Come over here past the chickens, which are of course raising a fuss as soon as you point a camera at them. But right behind there is Turtle Pond, and there are the rest of our onion sets. So guys, I'm gonna get back up here on the porch. We'll talk to you for a few minutes. I appreciate you spending your time with us. I'll be right back. All right guys, we've got just a few more pictures of when we planted these onion sets the other day, but really didn't have the camera ready to go, so we grabbed the cell phones, took a few snapshots. We'll go ahead and get those posted up here, and I'll let you take a look at the onions, and we'll just do it real quick. I'll throw a little music to it so don't get too boring, and I'll be right back to wish you well. All right guys, we're gonna get on out of here. We appreciate everybody that took part in the giveaway. We had a great time doing that. Gave away some great cast iron, and I had a lot of good help from a lot of good friends. We're gonna do a thank you video. I'm gonna toss out just a couple names real quick. Wrangler Star, Cody over there, buddy, we really appreciate the call out. Tina and I couldn't have asked for a bigger hand up than for you to have taken the time to have done what you did. So we really appreciate it, and we wanted to let you know on camera. But we want to say hi to Heather over there, the needy homesteader. Her and her fans have always been awesome. They've come over here and supported us. And want to say thank you to let's see, Dirt Patch Heaven, old Juliana over there. She's always been real supportive, and her friend Melanie at Road to the Farm. Melanie has been a great supporter of the channel and a good friend. We really appreciate her and her family. And of course, we're going to shout old Dutch over there at the Keeping It Dutch channel. Dutch is the one that got us out from making the slideshow videos and just got us in front of the camera so we could come out here and share our homestead with all of you. So we want to say a special thanks to Dutch. He's always been a great supporter of the channel, and he continues to be. So and just an all-around good guy and a good friend. I can't thank him enough. So guys, we got a bunch of thank yous to say, and we owe a lot of people for a great giveaway. It went fantastic. We had hoped, we started at 9,400 subscribers. We had hoped to make our 10,000 during the giveaway, and that way we could have our 10,000 subscriber giveaway in good conscience. Guys, we made it to 13,000 plus. So we can't argue that, but it's been crazy keeping up with the comments. You know, we try to answer every comment here on the channel. So it's just been crazy keeping up, so we're a little slow getting the announcements out, but we are caught back up. We wanted you guys to see what we'd been up to and check out the onions. That's always a fun thing every year everybody enjoys, and that those snacker beds there of tight planting and getting the most out of your space in your raised bed garden. A lot of people have taken an interest in that. We've seen a lot of people use that super soil mix in our gardening playlist to make beds of their own, and say that they're going to attempt the snacker beds too. Just remember, you pull out every other onion in every other row, and those are planted in about a 4-inch by 4-inch grid. That'll leave your onions in an 8-inch by 8-inch grid when you get done culling out the other ones that you're going to use along the way. And 8 inches by 8 inches is plenty of room to let those remaining onions get nice and big for the end of the season. So you're going to see us harvest those later on, and now you'll know exactly how we do it. We prepped our beds with the super soil. We laid down the bone meal. We planted our onions from green first-year sets that allows the onions to get big. Those little dried up onions that you plant as sets, those are second-year onions. Those will grow a green onion and go to seed, but they won't get as big as the green starts, which are a first-year onion. An onion that was started from seed in the current year. So the first year, onion's a 2-year plant. First year it makes a bulb to try to survive the winter. Those are the big bulbs we like to eat. And the second year it forms a smaller onion and makes seeds. So No planting those little dried up onions, guys. Get out there and get you the bundles of the green starts, or start your own from seed. You'll get you bigger onions that way. We're looking forward to following these through to the end, and we appreciate you guys hanging around. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. We're getting ready to fire up the smoker. We got a lot of the garden stuff yet to go in. So y'all hang around. We'll catch you in the next one.